Apologies for the intrusion. I'm Hugo. Let's just say I'm something of a collector. I've heard your video store is the most classy one in all of New Eridu, and I must say, it absolutely lives up to its reputation. The ambiance here is understated yet refined, elegant but still cozy. It's so soothing, like a steady beacon in the dark. I've also noticed some well-known individuals frequenting this place, including elite members from PubSec and HSO. Your achievements at such a young age truly impress me.
You've got a way with words. Yep, exactly what you said.
Trust me, I'm being honest. I do find your store quite special. So, I guess the rumors about this place are true. Children of devils.
What are you talking about? I'm not following.
Am I imagining it? Or do you seem really nervous all of a sudden? Children of Devils is an old movie I've been searching for, but it's so niche I can't find a copy in good condition. Or perhaps, did this movie remind you of something else?
You're imagining it. I'm just surprised there's a movie we haven't heard of.
No worries. Like I said, this movie is rather niche. Despite the word devil in the title, it's actually about vampires. I'm sure you already know. Vampires were a popular fictional concept back in the old civilization. Typically, they are pale-skinned, well-dressed, exuding a mysterious and dangerous aura. But beneath their immaculate facade lie lethal fangs for draining human blood.
You kind of look like one.
I'll take that as a compliment. Too bad vampires don't actually exist in New Eridu. Oh, and I don't feast on human blood. In fact, if anything, I'm hypoglycemic. Anyway, back to the movie. It's about a man who unwillingly turned into a vampire and after years of plotting, finally kills his evil father and ultimately dies in the process.
So, it's a tragic story.
I actually think the ending is pretty good. At least he accomplished his goal, and death was just the price he was willing to pay. Well, it's a shame you don't have the videotape I'm looking for. I'll just grab a copy of every movie you currently have for rent.
Thank you for your patronage. That's very generous of you.
Just think of it as my thanks for chatting about the movie with me. Your store is like a collector's gem in itself. Please, consider my payments here as an investment in a collector's prized find.
Your definition of a collectible is pretty broad, just as I'd expect from a collector.
Because of my work, I happen to know some of New Eridu's upper echelon. Some even collect human organs. Just some rumors circling around. Hope I didn't spook you.
No worries. I don't scare easily. I've seen my fair share of crazy stuff.
Guess I was worried for nothing. With so many high-profile individuals visiting here, I'm sure you're well-connected and experienced in various fields. Speaking of which, there's a big industry auction coming up. They'll probably have lots of collectibles, maybe even rare videotapes not on the market. If you'd like to attend, just let me know. Oh, by the way, I saw a marketing event at Lumina Square. Looks like there's a raffle going on. Go check it out if you're interested. Maybe you'll stumble upon something exciting, especially at a place so close to the upper class. After all, there are always secrets hiding behind the light. Well, thanks for today. I'll take my leave for now. Until next time, my precious friends.
You there, why not come try your luck? All sorts of prizes are waiting to be won!
This guy seems arrogant. Maybe I should take a tougher approach with him.
Quit the act. I've seen right through you. You may look harmless, but I know you have a secret identity. Your crafty skills have caused headaches for countless people. Not to mention, you're revered in your field. Everyone knows who you are. Your true identity is a member of the most infamous band of thieves in New Eridu, Mockingbird!
Actually, I'm more infamous than Mockingbird.
What? You're even more evil than Mockingbird? No wonder you snatched my wallet!
I know. Now might not be the best time to say this, but I'm genuinely curious about your true identity.
Forget it. Clearly, you have no idea who I am. I'm Curtis Ravenlock. That's right. Of the esteemed Ravenlock family from Tops. You'll face consequences for crossing me.
Oh no, I've upset a powerful man. I'm so scared. You're not going to silence me, are you?
Don't be ridiculous. I wouldn't go that far. Just keep it in mind and know your place.
A guy with such a massive ego probably can't pick up on subtle sarcasm.
Anyway, you were the only one next to me when I lost my wallet. It has to be you. Just admit it!
You've got it wrong. I didn't steal your wallet. I just happened to be standing next to you.
Coincidence? Do you really expect me to buy that? You've been suspicious from the start.
You're being too soft. You need a firmer stance with someone like him.
In any case, my wallet is missing. It had a ton of Denny's, so someone's got to answer for that.
No one's responsible for your wallet except you. Let's be real. You're just trying to shift the blame.
You! No one's ever dared to speak to me like that before.
Clearly, your accusation is baseless, Mr. Ravenlock. Your outfit, while elegant, shows unironed creases and noticeable signs of wear. You've likely worn it for a long time. Plus, the wet ink on your cuffs suggests that you rushed straight here from your workplace. Likely so you wouldn't miss today's raffle. All in all, it's clear you're not well off and quite careless. chances are you lost your wallet yourself, and it probably didn't hold much cash. Is that why you jumped to accuse others? Hoping to leverage your family name to make a quick Denny?
That's utter nonsense!
Regardless, you owe this person an apology.
Damn it! You'll regret this! Just you wait!
I really hate it when innocent people are wrongfully accused. But it's all over now. I hope it didn't ruin your mood.
I still have some doubts. Did he really just drop his wallet?
Regardless of what really happened, he got what he deserved. He should have known what would happen the moment he falsely accused you. People like that should have a taste of their own medicine. That sounds fair to me. Unfortunately, we don't usually see such fairness in our world, do we? That's why sometimes I don't mind resorting to unconventional methods to right the wrongs.
You seem to be implying something. Don't tell me...
A good movie never spoils its ending, but feel free to speculate. Anyway, it was nice running into you. Please, accept this raffle ticket to mark the occasion. May it keep you away from shady people and situations and bring you good fortune.
Anyone else want to redeem prizes?
They're here with me now, sir.
I'm glad to have the chance to speak with you, young'uns. Helios Academy used to be a peaceful and comforting place.
You know about Helios Academy?
Yes, I do. And I knew your teacher, Carol. She was a kind person. I was truly sorry to learn that she was the one held responsible for the fall of the old capital.
She was innocent. There must be something else behind it.
I hope so too. It's just that the fall of the old capital still weighs heavily on us all. But I believe you just got caught up in all of this. I'm sorry for what you've been through over the years. It must be tough.
One day, we'll find the evidence to clear her name.
Then I sincerely wish you success. The real reason I reached out to you is to tell you something very important. Something about your eyes. I stumbled upon some of the data Carol left behind. She spent much of her time studying ways to minimize the side effects of your eye implants.
Teacher. She was always looking out for us.
Yes, which is why I believe this was her final wish. As her friend, I want to see it through. Simply put, your eye implants are directly linked to your brain, and their functionality depends on your body's limits. As a result, the HDD system takes up a part of your body's capacity. This leads to certain issues, the most notable being that it suppresses your innate ether aptitude. I brought in a team of specialists to analyze Carol's data samples, and after some effort, they created a plan to upgrade the HDD system. After the upgrade, the HDD system will operate with significantly reduced power consumption, allowing for a substantial boost in your ether aptitude, or rather, a restoration to its original level.
Do you mean that once the HDD upgrade is done, we'll be able to enter the hollows ourselves without EOS?
Exactly. You'll likely experience some discomfort at first, but you'll get used to it over time. I'll have the specialists from Marcel Group continue monitoring your physical condition to reduce the burden on your body and help restore your ether aptitude more effectively.
You're actually sharing such advanced technology with us? Thank you.
No need to thank me. If anything, you should thank Carol. Furthermore, from what I've learned, the power within your eyes goes far beyond this. That's why I waited until now to tell you. Perhaps the power within you could affect all of New Eridu. But you must understand, power is a double-edged sword. It can be used against enemies or allies. As the mayor of New Eridu, I must ensure everyone's safety. So I hope you'll forgive my caution. I'd been observing you for some time. That said, I'm confident to say that everyone at Victoria Housekeeping speaks highly of you.
Miss Bell and Mr. Wise are both kind and honorable individuals. I believe they'll use their power for the right cause.
Yeah, they're both good people.
Thank you for your kind words. Even though we have no idea what this power is. You're not just making it up to get our hopes up, are you?
Of course not. It's just that I don't have much information right now. I'll let you know as soon as I do. Well then, I'll let Lycon assist you with upgrading the HDD system. Rest assured he'll guide you through everything. You should be able to follow him with your knowledge.
If you would follow me.
How are you feeling now?
All good, I think.
Really? I'm feeling a bit off.
Your body is adjusting. Give it time to adapt to the changes. As a precaution, hold off on entering the hollows until you feel better.
I see. In that case, I'll sit back and help Wise for now.
It's quite impressive one of you adapted so quickly. Your ether aptitude is now on par with most hollow investigators, meaning you're ready to explore regular hollows. But you must be careful at first. Lycon, Ellen, why don't you two go along? One of the data piles in the hollow near the metro is malfunctioning, and we need a skilled proxy to address it. I'll assign this task to you. Of course, you'll receive fair compensation upon completion. Take your time in the journeys ahead. You've got plenty of time to uncover your full potential.
Master Proxy, the data pile that the mayor mentioned is in this direction. The data pile that the mayor mentioned is near that garage ahead.
What a pain. There's nowhere else to go.
We should search for the passcode nearby to disable the laser, and then move the train.
I get it now. We should be able to enter the passcode now.
How are you feeling now, Master Proxy?
Fantastic. Never been better.
I'm relieved to hear it. If you feel any discomfort, please, let us know at once.
Yeah, I'll carry you on my back if needed.
Really? Can you carry me right now?
Let's finish the task first, Master Proxy.
You've always had a sharp mind, and now you've got the muscles to match.
Thanks for the compliment.
No, I was just thinking. When will you pick up some fighting skills? If you can fight, you could handle things in the hollow all on your own. That'd be pretty neat.
Master Proxy, the data pile is right up ahead. It seems to be guarded, however. Worry not, Master Proxy. We'll ensure your safety.
Thank you. Sorry. I still need you guys to protect me. Seems like I'll need to work harder.
Roxy, you don't need to push yourself so hard. Huh. It's another passcode.
We should be able to find the passcode nearby. Let's keep an eye out for it. Maintaining the data piles in the hollows requires a proxy with the utmost professionalism.
Get back! No worries, guys. Hurry up.
Master Proxy, let's take a look around this area. We might be able to find clues regarding the passcode.
Proxy's moves seemed more fluid in that.
Master Proxy, this should be the second passcode. Master Proxy, we've been in the Hollow for quite some time. How are you feeling?
I feel fine. Nothing unusual, actually.
Say no more. That's good to hear. After all, this is the first time you've entered a Hollow since the system upgrade. Best not to overdo it.
Okay, boss.
Let's end this fight quickly. All right, that's all of them. Let us return and open. The mission was a success, sir. Master Phaeton's performance was outstanding.
Excellent. You truly are exceptional. I'll be frank. I contacted you because I need your expertise for an important task. I'd like you to participate in an auction and help me secure an item up for bid.
Hold on. Is it the same auction I heard about? The one with all the high-profile attendees?
Yes, that's the one. I knew asking you was the right choice. Since you're aware of it, I'll get straight to the point. It's related to the sacrifice you encountered.
Sacrifice? It's back?
Remember the sacrifice you took down near the construction site? Public security did some research after retrieving it. It turns out it can maintain its form outside the Hollow and carries human genes. Within it, we extracted a mysterious core. This core possesses the same inexplicable power as the sacrifice, allowing it to exist without relying on ether. However, the core was recently stolen from the most secure lab in New Eridu. We suspect this is an inside job rather than an external theft. We searched extensively without success, until I saw the auction flyer. The core has been concealed within an auction item.
So you want us to bid on it at the auction. But why us?
The power of the sacrifice is highly volatile and destructive. We must keep it confidential, at least for now. And I, as mayor, am not suited to participate in the auction myself. Plus, I'm running checks on my inner circle due to the theft. Frankly, there aren't many people I can trust. Don't worry, the funds are covered, and Victoria Housekeeping will be assisting you. Of course, this hinges on one condition: your willingness to aid me.
All right, we'll give it a shot.
Thank you very much. I knew that I could rely on you. The only hurdle now is the invitation. It's exclusive to Tops, so obtaining one might take some time. I'll handle that promptly. I'll leave the rest in your capable hands.
You seem a bit puzzled, Master Proxy.
The relationship between the mayor and Tops seems rather delicate.
You're quite perceptive. As you know, the roots of New Eridu's governance lie with the Mayflowers, while Tops is a conglomerate of companies. Power and profit often lay the foundation for conflicts, which is why securing invitations could be tricky for us. Things would be much easier if Tops weren't so involved. But worry not, Master Proxy. It may take some time, but we will overcome these obstacles. Now, if you've no further need of me, I'll take my leave. Have a good day.
Didn't that collector Hugo mention if we wanted to attend the auction, we could give him a call? But he didn't leave us his contact information. Odd, right? If he wanted us to contact him, why not leave a number? Did he just forget?
Maybe he left a puzzle for us to solve, like in the movies.
You've been watching too many movies, Wise. We need to separate fiction from reality. Come to think of it, Hugo did leave us a raffle ticket and said something weird. He said something cringy like, "There are always secrets hiding behind the light." Wait, don't tell me. I get it now. This guy watches way too many detective movies. Anyway, let's try contacting him.
It's you, the manager of my favorite video store. Glad you've cracked my little puzzle. I've been waiting for you to contact me. I was worried I might have left a bad impression.
Actually, I have a favor to ask. About the auction you mentioned. Could you secure 2 invitations for us?
Ah, so you'd like to attend the auction? I'd love to assist, but unfortunately, I have some tasks at hand. But if you two can help me with my current task, I should be able to find time to get the invitations you need.
What kind of task? Is it something I can handle? Nothing too dangerous, I hope.
Don't worry, I would never put you in danger. Let's discuss the specifics in person. I'll wait for you at Dew Gardening Shop in Lumina Square.
Erratic.
If you need help, come on.
Only the...
This is the
A mission. It's up.
We fighting? Take me.
You've...
Another? This time, I'll lead the family back to the top.
Good day, manager. Wonderful to see you again. You're as sophisticated and charming as always. About our previous discussion, I assume you've made some progress? I see. Looks like it's more complicated than I thought. I appreciate your help. Here are the promised invitations for you. One was mine, but I won't be able to attend as I'll be occupied that day. I had to pull a few strings to secure these invitations, so please don't mention where they came from. Otherwise, someone might come hunt me down.
Wait, seriously? Is the auction really that dangerous?
Well, when you dance with sharks, you can't avoid risk. But I have faith in you, dear manager. I'm entrusting you with my life.
Don't worry, my lips are sealed. And so are my sisters.
I've been meaning to say, you're so close with your sibling. I'm kind of jealous. What's your view on family ties, manager?
It's a bond you have to maintain carefully. Even as family, we might not fully know each other. For example, our... someone who was like a mother to us, loved us deeply, but also kept many things from us.
Mother. Huh. For me, that word only brings fear, pain, and hatred. I once had a half-sister. Different mothers.
Had? You didn't have a fallout over some big argument, did you?
No, we never argued. I would like to try, but It's too late. She's been gone so long. I can barely remember her face.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was a sensitive topic. My condolences.
It's okay. I brought it up first, and it was ages ago. Anyway, back to what we were saying. It's highly likely that Hartman will be at the auction as well. As you know, while he's the rightful heir to the Ravenlock family, he keeps many secrets. Should you cross paths with him in the future, be cautious. He's sitting up on his high horse looking down on everyone else, and he'll do whatever it takes to get more power. I hope these upper-class people eventually face the punishment they deserve. Too bad the scales of fate lean one way or another, unless someone steps in to tip them back. I digress. That's all for today. I have some errands to attend to, so I'll take my leave. Have fun at the auction.
Eradicate all evil.
Standing by.
Awaiting further instructions.
Ready for combat.
Ready and waiting.
Standing.
Number 0, Ambi.
Ready for combat.
Standing by.
Standing by.
Awaiting further instructions.
Ready for
Number 0.
Stand.
Ready and waiting.
Pick me, and I promise you'll earn big.
It is a pleasure to see you again, Master Proxy.
It's been a... Lies. Deception. Betrayal. I see swirling mist, shrouding the truth in a deep, enigmatic haze. Found you. Chosen one. You are exactly as I thought you'd be.
Chosen one? What's that? Sounds like something from a tacky novel that was popular a decade ago.
Words can only convey so much, so it's understandable if what I say doesn't make sense to you now. But you'll know what I mean soon enough.
Young lady, I know you might think I'm lying, but I'm telling the truth. That item was my late husband's keepsake, and I had to pawn it due to financial difficulties. But I can't bear to see it auctioned away to who knows where. I'd never be able to get it back. Please help me bid for it. There's a hidden flaw in that item. If you point it out during inspection, it will be withdrawn from the auction and returned to the pawn shop. That way you won't have to pay for it. In return, I'll offer you some compensation. It may not be much, but it's all I can manage. Please.
Mom, please don't cry. Your story might be genuine, but your intention is not. Besides, this has nothing to do with me. Your misfortune is not my concern.
Young lady, you don't look like you're struggling for money. How can you be so cold-hearted? I'm sure this refined individual here feels the same way.
Huh? Are you referring to me?
Yes, you! If you're willing, could you please...
The auction is about to start. I'm not sure how you gained entry, but I'm sure you don't want to be driven out with your daughter. And you? Here's a little piece of advice. Don't let your sympathy easily sway you in an auction like this. Otherwise, you might get swindled. I'm Vivian, by the way. Pleasure to meet you.
Dear guests, the auction will begin shortly. Please make your way to the venue.
may be from the Ravenlock family, but he's been entering the lottery in secret. His financial situation...
Ugh, what rotten luck. I didn't expect to see you here. I won't back down this time.
Aren't you that bigwig from the Ravenlock clan? Surprised to see you at the same auction as us commoners.
This is the top auction in the industry! I really don't know how you got an invitation, but I doubt it was through legitimate means.
You seem a bit hesitant. His accusation isn't true, is it?
You should just give up already. I'm dead set on getting this item.
Good luck to you. Host, I increase my bid by 20%.
Where could you have gotten so many Denny's?
A solid move, but perhaps a bit too costly for me.
Okay. Let's not rush into inflating the price. Seems like it's just the two of us interested in the item. Why don't we discuss this in private first?
No matter what, I won't back down.
Ugh, I didn't expect you to be so determined.
This is the perfect moment to shake your opponent.
You're really stubborn, huh? Is it really worth arguing over such a small collectible?
That's right. The Denny's in our pocket is our biggest advantage. Host, I'm raising the bid.
The price is way more than it's worth. Forget it, I'm out.
It's a bit overpriced, but it's still acceptable. Regardless, congratulations on your winning bid. Though, in my opinion, its aesthetic style is a bit ahead of its time. But as long as you like it, that's what matters. After all, the true value of art is in the love people invest in it.
The next item is truly exceptional. The final creation of a legendary artist, the only one of its kind in all of New Eridu. The artist's tale is quite fascinating. Unrecognized during his lifetime, his works were discovered by art collectors after his death and became hugely popular. Because of this, authentic works are few and far between, making each one incredibly precious. And this stunning final piece, anyone who loves his work won't want to miss it. Without further ado, let's get started! Starting bid, 200 million Denny's!
If I can get it for under 500 million, I can still turn a profit. 300 million!
I'm not mistaken. Wise, isn't that the item the woman asked Vivian to bid on?
Yeah, that's the one. If our budget allows, perhaps we should.
1 billion.
Even if his final piece is a collectible of this quality, starting at $1 million right off the bat. Since she doesn't have to earn her own money, any bid is just a number to her.
Was that Vivian? Wow, she just said, don't let your sympathy sway you, then went ahead and bid anyways.
Yeah, but she can literally afford not to take her own advice.
Ooh, this elegantly dressed lady certainly has refined taste and deep pockets. So, is anyone ready to challenge this young lady? Invest in the legacy of a talented artist who left us too soon. Its value could double in the future.
I'd advise against it. I'm going to bid on this no matter the price tonight.
This young lady is certainly very confident. Our time is almost up at $1 billion. Going once, going twice, going 3 times. Sold for $1 billion. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the first half of the auction. Please feel free to unwind in the lounge for a bit, as more treasures await in the second half.
The coffee here is... drinkable.
Why are there...
The coffee here is... drinkable.
Why are there so many unfamiliar faces around? I thought this was for regulars only.
You have a strange look on your face. Despite her ruthless exterior, she's actually quite kind-hearted. Though you wouldn't dare think that, would you?
Not at all. That's not what I'm thinking.
You're not being honest, and I don't appreciate deceit. Just to clarify, I didn't assist that woman out of kindness, nor do I plan on giving up the item I just purchased, because it's nothing more than a common scam.
A scam? So you're saying that woman is a fraudster?
They'll tell you a tragic story, begging you to help bid on a collectible at a high price. They promise a reward and guarantee the item will be withdrawn from the auction, so you think you won't have to pay anything. But the reality is, once you bid, the deal is done. No going back, and you end up shelling out a hefty sum for something worthless.
So why did you still bid on the item?
I really enjoyed the story of that legendary artist. Art, at its essence, sells stories, doesn't it? I'm willing to pay the price for the stories I choose. That's another lie. Looks like you believed me.
I didn't really believe you.
Let me give you another piece of advice. Appearances can be deceiving. People often mask their true intentions. Sometimes, what you can't see is the real truth. I hope next time you'll accept my invitation, and not that of these pretenders. I'll see you soon, my friend of many secrets.
The second half of the auction is about to begin. Please make your way to the venue. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back! Up next in our auction is tonight's showpiece, the one-of-a-kind Robe of Heroes! Legend has it that, long ago, this was a garment that only a hero could wear. What's truly fascinating is the unique gem embedded in the collar of this robe. It's unlike any gem I've ever seen. Almost magical.
Wise, that gem's probably what we're looking for.
Such an important item, yet it's just there on a piece of clothing, completely unprotected.
How gaudy.
This auction sure is busy. There's people of all sorts, whether they belong or not.
Robe of Heroes. Phew, what a tacky name. Nonetheless, I'll secure it. In the name of the Ravenlock family.
Yes, I see it. Seems authentic. Of course, I'll keep an eye on it.
I didn't expect this to drag on so long. I believe there is no meaning in continuing this senseless bidding war. Frankly, wasting time irks me more than squandering money. So, my friend, let's cut to the chase. What did you have in mind?
This man is pretty shrewd. Maybe I should match his energy. Perhaps a better question should be, what can you offer me?
The ball's in my court now. Good. I enjoy conversing with people of sufficient intelligence. There are more antiques in this auction than just the robe. Why rush into this? You might find something else you prefer.
I'm not a collector, so I'm not into antiques. That robe just caught my eye.
In that case, how about...
He called our bluff.
The Ravenlock family always...
If your family really is...
This approach doesn't seem to be working.
My time is valuable, If I offer you a token of...
In that case, if I were to give you a hefty sum of Denny's, would you back down?
I fear my price is beyond your means. It's been a while since someone dared speak to me like that. All right, since I can't sway you, we'll have to settle this with our financial power. But let me be clear. No matter how high it goes, I won't back down.
Drat. Though the mayor gave us a substantial amount of Denny's, I have a feeling it won't be enough to win against someone with this amount of financial power.
Thank you, everyone. It appears I'm the final winner of this auction after all. Well, I'll be taking this masterpiece with me. Of course. I must extend my sincere gratitude to all of you.
Damn it, we almost won! Ugh, Denny grabbing jerks.
I got a message from Hugo. He wants us to... look up?
What happened?
Why'd the lights go out?
What's going on? The power went out?
Mommy! I'm scared!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's auction. My apologies for the long and dreary opening. Losers always have a lot to say.
That guy looks familiar.
Is that...
What are you all standing around for? Someone deal with this intruder!
How uncouth. I'm simply here to reclaim what's rightfully mine.
You! When did you?
Well then, tonight's show is coming to an end. I wish you all a lovely evening. Yours truly, Mockingbird.
After him! Catch that thief, or forget about getting paid tonight!
I can't believe he's here. And his target happens to be that core, too. Forgive me, Master Proxy, but that... Mockingbird and I have... history.
You might find it surprising, but I know him too.
You do? I see. So that's how you know him. Years ago, we founded Mockingbird, the Phantom Thieves Syndicate. Things started off well. We were young, with naive ideals and lofty goals, and we pursued what we thought was right. But one night, that all changed. There may have been signs of what was to come, but no one noticed them at the time, or perhaps we chose to ignore them. Eventually, I left Mockingbird and accepted the olive branch extended by the mayor. The separation was, shall we say, less than amicable. And my dearest friend became my sworn enemy. Master Proxy, if I may ask, what do you think of Hugo?
Though he helped us before, and he seems pretty nice, I can't help but feel something's off. He is a part of Mockingbird, after all.
Mockingbird has changed from how we envisioned it. And Hugo, too, No, it's nothing. In any case, he is very dangerous. I'm still unsure of his intentions, but we cannot risk letting him have the sacrifice core. Based on my past experiences, I can likely predict the route he'll take to evade his pursuers and escape. However, this path lies within the hollow. Master Proxy, can you...
Let's head straight there. I'm feeling pretty strong right now.
Very well. Please, follow me then. As I thought, Hugo really is here.
What the?
When we were still working together, Master Proxy, the layout of the port is complex. Ethereals may jump out from any corner. Do be extra careful.
There are so many Ethereals. They don't seem to be phasing him at all.
Though I am loath to admit it, that man is quite formidable. Take this. You can always find him in the thick of things, be it in social functions or surrounded by Ethereals.
Careful, or you'll get hurt.
I'm not going to let you have your way. Master Proxy, that's one of Hugo's weapons. Make sure to avoid it. He's extremely familiar with this place. Master Proxy, dragging this out will only be to our disadvantage. Let's proceed through here post-haste. Your mechanism here isn't damaged. It's still functioning normally. Something's not right. It feels too easy, almost as if let us through on purpose. Stand still. This must be the right way. Not to worry, Master Proxy. We'll be able to catch up to him soon. It should be this way. Are they from the auction? No, they shouldn't be able to track Hugo here. They're likely just hollow raiders. Back then, Hugo would typically retreat into a hollow after securing the goods. And as his partner, I'd be responsible for leading the pursuers astray. I'm unsure if he has a partner now, or who they might be if he does.
Well, Phantom Thieves usually have partners. I assume he must have recruited a new one by now.
True. That could make things trickier, as he may have passed the core to his partner. Regardless, Master Proxy, let's steer clear of those Hollow Raiders for now. Although I'm confident in my ability to defeat them, a clash here might delay us and jeopardize your safety. Our main focus now is locating Hugo and retrieving the gem. Take this. Stay calm now. Time. He should be nearby.
Long time no see, traitor.
It was you who broke the oath, not me.
You haven't changed, pompous and self-righteous.
Beyond reason!
Both of you, enough already!
Master Proxy. Are you all right, Master Proxy? Any injuries?
I'm fine. I just forgot I wasn't using EOS. I thought your attacks would just go over my head. I'm not used to being this tall, I guess.
Rest assured, manager, my blade has always been steady. I'll never point my weapon at my allies, especially not you. As for that oath, he has no sense of control in the heat of battle, even turning on his own comrades.
I'd thank you not to spread lies.
What? Are you denying it? I merely spoke the truth, didn't I?
Thought we were in for a tough day, but it seems we struck gold in the end. If you value your lives, you better hand over all your etheric resources and any other valuables you've got.
I have no conflict with you, gentlemen. I'm here for personal reasons, not to mine ether resources.
Cut the crap. It's been a rough day, and we need something to make it right. Whatever your business is, pay your dough or bite the dust.
Pay our dough? This is the Hollow. You're not claiming this Hollow as your own, are you? Not even the current mayor of New Eridu would dare to make that assertion. Am I correct, Mr. Mayflower Watchdog?
You sure have a mouth on you, pretty boy. Don't push it. We've buried idiots like you in the Hollow before, and soon you'll be joining them.
I'd urge you to reconsider.
Huh? Unfortunately, your kind advice has come too late. They've already worn my patience thin.
Oh, help me!
Scared? Then perhaps you should think twice before you act. You've made your bed. Now lie in it.
Sorry! I'm so sorry! Please have mercy!
Spare us! We won't do it again!
Are you quite done blowing off steam? Don't kill them. I'll hand them over to public security once we're out of...
Who do you think you are to tell me what to do? They weren't planning to show you any mercy, yet you forgive them so easily. You haven't changed at all over the years, Lycon. To hell with you and your foolish fantasies of being some almighty savior. Haven't you learned your lesson from what happened with your eye and legs?
My principles remain unshaken. No one has the right to take another's life.
Sinners deserve punishment. Do you know how many lives they've taken? I'm merely delivering the justice the world needs.
It is not our place to pass judgment. I know I will not sway you. There's no point in continuing this argument. I will stop you. I always will.
Go ahead and try. I will defeat you. I always will. Be prepared to kneel before me, traitor.
You talk too much. Only you stay idle this long. Take this. Amateur.
Out of the way. Proxy, I'd advise against trusting anyone from...
Do you two have to fight?
My apologies, dear manager, but I'm itching to teach him a lesson.
Shut up! Time to hunt. Amateurs.
Worry not. Mastery of my skills will come in time. But there's something more important I would like to teach you. Something about faith.
Does a phantom thief even need faith?
Of course. What else would we fight for?
For wealth, fame, and power to stand at the top so nothing and no one can imprison us. Isn't that what everyone desires? Or perhaps by faith. Do you mean something asinine and empty, like justice, dreams, or friendship? Hilarious. Grow up, Lycon. It's time to let go of your naive fantasies of being some almighty savior.
You just don't get it.
All right, enough squabbling. What I'm trying to teach you is very simple. I may not walk the path of justice, but I do not walk the path of evil. There's too much injustice in this world, and there are times when it becomes necessary to right those wrongs with unconventional methods. Taking lives, however, is out of the question. Life is a precious gift, one that nobody has the right to steal. No one should have the authority to judge whether another lives or dies. Keep that in mind.
I will.
You don't seem convinced, Hugo.
As you mentioned, this world is unjust. That's why we must strive to bring fairness to this world. Those who cause harm should face consequences, just as those who take lives should. But not all lives hold the same value. Sometimes, you may need to eliminate one if it means saving more.
You're too proud. Your pride may lead you astray.
I have my own path and beliefs, Jack. I'll determine for myself what's fair and unfair.
Hey, watch your mouth. If it weren't for Jack, you'd be dead already.
You're a smart kid, Hugo. Skilled, too. You could easily take the life of a sinner. However, what if one day you found out you were wrong? What if that so-called sinner were innocent? Could you bring them back to life?
I wouldn't make that mistake.
To err is human. Everyone is bound to make mistakes. It's good you are open with your thoughts. I just don't want your troubled past to weigh you down. Because your hatred doesn't define you. It only eats away at you.
Are you okay, Lycon? You've been quiet for a while.
My apologies, Master Proxy. I was just reminded of some past memories. Before Hugo and I founded Mockingbird, we had a mentor, Jack. He took us under his wing when we were in dire straits, imparting his skills and life lessons. But Hugo didn't agree with his viewpoints. Perhaps our paths were always fated to diverge.
I've been curious for a while now. What caused you two to split?
Mockingbird, faced numerous triumphs, but also setbacks. And one of them was a disastrous one.
Hugo. You... Was this you? All this?
So what if it was?
Have you gone crazy? Have you been planning this all along? You'd bury all these lives in the name of vengeance?
They deserve to die. Especially my so-called father. I should have killed him a long time ago. A really long time ago. You know what, Lycon? There's some people whose only purpose in life is to bring more suffering into this world. Sometimes murder is what brings justice back into this world. And for that, I must stain these hands in blood.
Enough! I can't trust anything you say anymore. I'm leaving Mockingbird, now!
Where are you going?
Anywhere. Someone from the Mayflowers got in touch with me before.
Are you mad? You know what those hypocrites in city administration are like. They're no different from tops. We fought them together all this time, and now you're leaving to serve as their lapdog. Are you going to turn your back on Mockingbird? Turn your back on me?
The mayor is different from the others. But it doesn't matter. I'm not going to even try convincing you. As your friend, I'll give you one last piece of advice. Please, stop here. Otherwise, the day will come where your hatred and ambition will consume you.
My apologies, Master Proxy, that you had to hear such an unpleasant tale. Hugo came from a powerful family, and his relationship with them was always strained, especially with his own father. So much so that Hugo wanted to personally put an end to him. After shouldering a mountain of injustice, Hugo ran away from home. That's when Jack and I met him. And that setback that Mockingbird suffered turned out to be intimately connected to his family. I had thought it was just a normal mission, when in fact he was plotting revenge. He took advantage of me and everyone else there. I do not mean to pass judgment on him and his decision, but I refuse to accept a partner who is willing to trample over other people's lives for their own desires. Perhaps his family left a mark on him that continues to influence him to this day. In any case, Hugo still has the sacrifice core. We should contact the mayor to plan our next moves.
A pleasure to speak with you again. Lycon has already filled me in on Mockingbird stealing the sacrifice core. I'll deal with it.
Anything else we can do to help? I mean, we didn't manage to complete our mission.
No. You've done well. It's just not appropriate for you to get involved in what's to come.
We've been through far more dangerous situations. Plus, we've dealt with Mr. Mockingbird before, so maybe we could help you.
Really, I appreciate your kindness. It's just... Very well. Seeing as you're all people I know I can trust, I'm going to be frank. Not long ago, I received a letter declaring criminal intent.
Sir.
Lycon, I know you don't want to place them in danger. I feel the same way. However, I believe they deserve to know the truth. That letter threatened to use a sacrifice to take vengeance against the entire city of New Eridu.
What do you mean by vengeance?
I believe the person, or the organization, who sent the letter is planning to use the sacrifice to mount a large-scale attack against the city. Everything we've uncovered so far seems to support this hypothesis. As you know, the sacrifice's true power is a mystery and cannot be controlled if anyone attempts to use it as a weapon. This is no small issue. If this gets out, it'll send the public into a panic. Please promise me you'll keep things confidential.
Then let us help out. We can do our part too.
But it's like I said before, it'll be too dangerous for you. Whichever way you look at it, you're still citizens of New Eridu, and as mayor, it's my duty to protect you. Plus, Carol would be furious with me if I put you in danger. If she were still around. Anyway, I'm not at liberty to discuss this matter any further. Please rest assured that we will handle things properly as the administrative authority of New Eridu.
That's right. Master Proxy, please trust us.
So that'll be all for today. Goodbye for now.
Eradicate all evil.
Ready for looking for standing by.
My loyalty lies with the winner.
Ready for
Ready and
Broken up.
looking standing by.
I'll have to work overtime to finish this mission report. You're here!
Today's training.
All right, let's get started.
I'm probably not getting out of this hollow, but at least this tape recorder still works. Let's say these are my last words. I gave away my anti-corruption equipment to save those civilians, so I'm not in good shape. Unfortunately, we came up against a horde of ethereals right after that. I rushed over to fight them off and tried to save the civilians, but in the thick of all the fighting, I turned back and realized that I was somehow alone. Nobody was behind me. Luckily, I managed to defeat the ethereals, but the wounds and corruption I sustained in doing so should be fatal. I don't mean to cast the blame at all here. And if any of my colleagues ever pick up this cassette, I hope that nobody is ever held accountable. It's just human nature. It's normal. I just have a few regrets. Oh, what's that over there? I've seen a miracle. Yes, that thing is right. So long as humanity is in constant conflict against the Hollows, we'll never be able to grasp true power. Only by embracing everything. It's the only way. Only by embracing this power can everyone survive. Oh, Creator, please grant me this!
Are you okay, Julian? Don't be so down.
Thanks. I'm okay. It's just... Even though we had our suspicions, now that everything is out in the open, I can't help but feel a little... Well, at least now I know the reason why he changed.
What did Bringer see during the recording? Whatever it was, he called it a miracle.
I saw the mission report from that incident. Bringer emerged from the Hollow unscathed, completely free from injury or corruption. Plus, I remember him rescuing a few civilians and walking out of the Hollow together with them.
But if that's the case, then it's at odds with the audio we heard. Which one is the true version of events?
It's possible that both are true. Like if Bringer actually met a real god that completely healed his body and helped him save the others.
And that's why his mood changed so much. Why he started believing the Exaltists. Because he witnessed a miracle.
That sounds like a reasonable speculation at this point.
But it still exceeds the limits of what we know.
In any case, it's a clue that ultimately points to the Exaltists. I'll keep pulling this thread and see where it leads.
I've been waiting for you for quite some time. We meet again, Master Proxy. I imagine you've already managed to gain some info from the conspirators. About some people who wish to use sacrifice to launch an attack on New Eridu.
So you know about that? I only just found out myself.
Because I've been watching you this entire time. I know many things. But unlike those hypocrites, I'm willing to share info with you to show my sincere hopes of working together. I need to find Bringer's belongings.
Bringer's belongings? Did he even leave anything behind?
Oh, he did. I have complete confidence in my intelligence network. All the more reason for you to work with me. You've probably already guessed, but what Bringer left behind will be crucial for cracking the alleged sacrifice attack. Find it, and we'll finally know what they are after.
Who do you mean by they?
The Exaltists, of course. They're always lurking whenever something related to sacrifice comes up. Actually, the Exaltists and I, we have a bit of shared history. But no more than that until you officially agree to work with me.
All right, I agree to work with you.
Splendid. I like people who don't mess around. By the way, might I ask, you're not proficient at in-hollow combat, are you?
No, I can't fight.
As I expected. Not to worry. You're an invaluable proxy. All I require is for you to guide me. I mean, not even my darling Lord Phaethon can fight in the hollows.
Hang on. What did you just say? Your darling Lord Phaethon?
That's right. The best proxy in all of New Eridu. Lord Phaethon. Don't tell me you don't like him.
You might not believe this, but I'm actually Phaethon.
You're an outstanding proxy, that's true. But Lord Phaethon's a cut above. No one could ever replace Lord Phaethon. But I know how you feel. You're actually one of Lord Phaethon's fans too, aren't you? So he's your biggest role model in life and you hope to become just like him, right?
Fine, you're right. I'm actually a fan of Lord Phaethon.
Then we're fellow fans! Wonderful. I feel so much closer to you now. Oh my! Once I start talking about Lord Phaethon, I just can't help myself! Look at the time! I suppose that's all for today then. I'll be in touch with more news.
Proxy, you're here too. I didn't expect to run into you here.
What are you two doing here? And what's with the new outfit, Ambi?
I'm here to investigate that incident.
I've recently dug up some clues about the person behind the operation, but my key contact is ultra cautious and keeps demanding me to prove my identity. So, to gain her trust, I decided to meet her dressed like this. Now that everything is completely finished, this uniform doesn't really represent anything in particular. For me, it's just another outfit now. We all have to move on someday.
I'm helping her. I want to make sure whoever's behind all this is caught. And who's this young lady?
This is my friend, Vivian. We're here investigating a few things ourselves.
Ambi, one of the Cunning Hair's most powerful members. And Trigger, an Opal Squad sniper. It's an honor to make your acquaintance.
You know us?
Looks like someone's done our homework. Is it because of the proxy?
You two are practically celebrities. And because of my work, I've got loads of info when it comes to anyone with a name around New Eridu.
I see. Seems you're handling your work well.
Let's prepare to enter the Hollow. Unless you have any further questions, we'll be taking our leave now.
You're going into a Hollow? Proxy, you plan on going in like that?
Yeah, that's right. I've recovered quite a bit lately, so I don't need any protective equipment in the hollows.
Huh. Aren't you that lady from before at the auction?
Hello. I didn't expect to see you again, young lady.
Vivian, are you alright? You look depressed.
What's wrong, Vivian? Are you feeling alright?
It's nothing. I just drifted off for a moment there. So then, what are you doing here?
Don't worry. I'm not here to scam you. I'm waiting to meet someone.
Don't tell me. You're my contact for intel?
That's me. Ambi from Silver Squad, I presume? Pleasure to meet you. All right. I'm going to exchange some information with Miss Ambi here. So if you'll excuse me.
You aren't looking so good. What's the matter?
I can tell you later, but not right now.
Okay, that's all the information I got for you. In return, I want you to do something for me. Take me into the Hollow. I left something very valuable inside. I have to find it.
Seeing as we were just about to go in ourselves, why not join us?
It's fine by me. But didn't you say you were investigating something?
It's fine. There's no rush. Right, Master Proxy.
Huh? Yeah, there really is no rush. Sure, let's all go together.
It'll be safer with more people and we'll find her missing item more quickly.
Thank you.
So, what is it that you all plan to do here?
We are here to look for something too. Something extremely important. New Eridu's future may well depend on it.
Save your strength, Envy.
I'm on it.
Now it's my turn to ask questions. What exactly is it that you're investigating?
Since you're familiar with the name Silver, then you should know that it shouldn't exist anymore. What I'm investigating has something to do with it.
Quick shot!
Copy. It's time.
Proxy, let's use that fissure to head to the next location.
This is the place.
So, what is it that you're looking for?
A ring. I was excavating ether here before and accidentally lost it somewhere. Please, could you all help me find it? It has to be somewhere among all this stuff here.
Sure, I'll start looking.
I'll go with you.
I'll stay here with her then.
Thanks, but you don't have to worry about me. Go ahead and accompany the others. I'm sure it'll be faster that way. And I know it might sound strange, but I'll be so happy if my daughter grows up to be capable like you.
There's leftover food here. I don't want to imagine what's inside the bag.
Neither do I.
A toy that seems emotionally stable. There shouldn't be a ring hidden in it.
It's a fancy lunchbox?
I wonder if its owner is safe and sound.
What's wrong, Vivian? You seem worried for a while now.
I'm worried about Sienna.
The location should still be safe.
Her vital signs are gone.
What happened?
I guess this was her final scam. There's one thing I must remind you. Your time is running out.
I'm not sure how you can tell, but you're right. I'm going to die in here. That's my plan. I'm very sick and don't have much longer. If I try to get treatment, it'll just be a burden on my daughter. So I scam my way through a bunch of physical exams and managed to take out a hollow corruption policy through Ravenlock Insurance. Once some time has passed, could you please take my corrupted body out of the hollow? That will secure a generous compensation package for my daughter. It's only what the Ravenlocks owe me. A pity, yes. But it's the only way I can squeeze it out of them.
What makes you think that will help you?
I just trust you will. I'm just awfully sorry you had to get involved in this. But it's something I must do. I have to leave something behind for my girl. I have to give her a chance at life. If it's okay, could you also please pass a message to Mira for me? Tell her, don't worry. Even if Mommy's body is corrupted, withers away, and turns to dust, my love for you will always be there. Thank you. You're a good kid.
She was betting that we'd help her.
So, you were aware of this the whole time?
Yes. Because I saw it. You might not believe me, but I've had this ability to see the future since I was a little girl. But the things I see are always something bad. Plagues, deaths, disasters. That's all I've ever been able to see.
It's all that kid's fault!
She's seriously jinxed.
I always try to avoid her.
Otherwise, she'll say something rotten that ends up coming true again.
Prophecies, she says. Like she's not the one bringing the bad luck upon us.
It wasn't me. I didn't do anything. Sorry. I'm sorry.
What good is saying you're sorry? Things like this keep happening every time you open your mouth.
How unlucky. She shouldn't be here. Nobody wants her around.
If only she would just disappear.
I just wanted to warn you all. I'm sorry. Every time it's the same. In the end, there's nothing I can change. Sometimes I even wonder whether it's me predicting these things, or if my very existence is manifesting these calamities.
Vivian, it's not your fault.
You were just trying to be kind and warn them about impending disasters.
I can tell it's never been easy for you.
Thank you. No matter what. I just hope she finally gets to rest in peace. I hope no misfortune, whether I foresee it or not, ever happens to anyone. Proxy, do you believe that the future can be changed?
That's quite the sudden question. I think that it can.
In my memories, this has happened countless times already. Why can I only see these misfortunes? Why can't I even have a sliver of happiness? Proxy, the fissure that we're looking for is up ahead.
Recalibrating. I'm on it. The enemy is ambushing. You're out. The target's weary. Roger. Dissolve. Show no mercy.
I think it's about time.
We should take that lady out of the hollow. You guys go on.
Thank you.
She gave us the intel we needed, so this is the least we could do. I hope everything else goes well for you.
Master Proxy, is there anything you'd like to know? You can just ask.
I'm curious about your story, Vivian, but we can talk more once you feel ready. Don't worry, I'm very patient.
You're the first person to ever say that to me. I'd be happy to share my story with you. These premonitions I see are not within my control, and they always come to me in a flash, like a flood of images in my mind. Most of the time, I see death, disease, accidents, and disasters. Of course, there are also some non-fatal mutilations. But every time, without exception, they end up happening. And I can never prevent or change them. That's all I have to say about it. If that offends Master Proxy and you don't want to hang out with me anymore, then I can understand.
Why would I be offended? That's just who you are, Vivian. Besides, we're friends.
I've always considered this ability as a curse.
It's not a curse. Actually, I think you've been given a gift.
Thank you. Really. Well, it's getting late. Bringer's belongings ought to be around here somewhere. Let's take a closer look. Looks like it isn't in here. Strange, there's nothing in here.
Out of my way!
This is it. This notebook is what Bringer left behind. But I don't know what these markings on it mean.
Well, hello, Master Proxy. It's been a while. Oh, don't give me that scandalized look. I did just save your lives.
I would have protected the Proxy even if you hadn't appeared.
I'm sure of it, but I happen to be in the area. Worry not, dear companion. I have complete confidence in your strength.
Hang on. Did you say companion? So you two know each other?
Apologies. I didn't have a chance to mention it before. I'm actually part of the Phantom Thief Syndicate, Mockingbird.
That's right. I was only able to slip in during the auction thanks to some help from Vivian backstage.
So the whole time you were only bidding on the collections so you could get backstage and tamper with things?
I warned you before. You can't rely on appearances.
Don't worry, Master Proxy. We don't have any ulterior motives here. As you've probably heard, Mockingbird is a renowned Phantom Thieves syndicate in New Eridu that, despite its longevity, has managed to maintain the secrecy of its members' identities to this day. So, disclosing our identities to you is essentially the highest sign of good faith that a Mockingbird Phantom Thief can show.
I guess that makes sense.
Your trust is most appreciated. Mockingbird's purpose is very simple, really. To form long-standing and cooperative relationships with outstanding proxies, like yourself.
We need your abilities.
Before you make any decisions, please allow me to briefly explain the concept behind the Mockingbird Syndicate. We all know there isn't anything in this world that's fair. A prime example being the uneven distribution of wealth. People from tops splurge on luxurious collectibles, while the poor have to gamble with their own lives just to get by. Of course, besides wealth, there's also an unequal distribution in this world of happiness and suffering, hope and despair, love and hate. It's all just so unfair. Somebody has to do something to tilt the balance of the scales. And thus Mockingbird was born. We take from those who have far more than they deserve and give it to those who deserve to have more. If you ask me, that's enough to be considered a form of justice.
I don't really agree with this form of justice.
No matter. Words inherently come with limitations. I intend to let my actions do all the talking. However, aside from these philosophical considerations, we also have a crisis on our hands to deal with. As you know, the Exaltists are plotting to use the power of sacrifice to launch an attack on all of New Eridu. We can provide you with all the latest intel, just like that notebook you found. Something those pompous housekeepers would never be willing to do. And the most crucial part of this whole game, the sacrifice core, is currently in my possession. I think that makes this a highly competitive deal. We share the same goal for the moment. Stopping the impending disaster from playing out.
I need some time to think about it.
How about this? If you still have misgivings about our upcoming cooperation, then why don't you bring Lycon along with you? He's got the support of the mayor's office behind him, and his presence alone is enough to keep me in check. That would put you more at ease, right? Of course, you're welcome to bring some other friends along, provided they aren't from public security or HSO.
Well, if you're willing to let my friends come along, then you've got a deal.
Great. It's a deal. By the way, Proxy, this is for you. Consider it a souvenir commemorating our first time working together.
For now, we'll carefully look through the contents of that notebook. I'll contact you if anything comes up.